no advertising image could work without being associated with it a kind of claim on identity. This is the sort of object which those sorts of people in that kind of setting or in that sort of mood are likely to use and wear. So the whole range of visual imagery does come with a kind of identification tag linked to it. Now, I moved, you may notice, from the word identity, an identity claim, to identification. And what I'm asking in the case of an advertisement, say, is what is the degree to which in some way you can project yourself into the image so that you can place yourself within the field of what is being represented to you. Most advertising works with by attempting to win identification. And if there's no identification going on at all, if you say, I don't know what it would be like to feel like that person. I've never seen anybody like that. I can't imagine myself ever being like that, etc. Even in my fantasies, if there's no identification at all, it's very difficult to, you can get the meaning in a kind of abstract way, but the meaning doesn't begin to register. It doesn't begin to make a kind of claim on you. It is trying to construct a position of knowledge or identification for the viewer in relation to what has been depicted in the image. Now, we know that about advertising. It may be more difficult to see in terms of illustrations in the newspapers about events in faraway places, but even there, unless there's something in the picture with which you can even imaginatively or imaginarily identify, it's very difficult for the meaning to pass. But insofar as you pause, insofar as you don't do what we most do with our daily newspapers, which is that, and you stop and look, it has arrested you. It has said, something for you here, something for you here. What can you then get out of the image? You can only get something out of the image if you position yourself in relation to what it's telling you. But what we've only gradually come to see is the way in which the viewer is himself or herself implicated, especially where the visual image is concerned, in the mode of looking, implicated through the look at the image, in the production of meaning through the image. So it is not that the image has a meaning, it is, as it were, in the relations of looking at the image which the image constructs for us, that meaning is completed. You might say the image has a whole range of potential meanings, but the meaning which you as a spectator takes depends on that engagement, psychic and imaginary engagement, through the look with an investment in the image or involvement in what the image is saying or doing. So that whereas we have a notion, in the way in which we talk about images, that images flood us and barrage us with meanings, as if we can stand outside of them and allow them to be there, the fact is that if we're concerned about the proliferation of images in our culture, it is because they constantly construct us through our fantasy relationship to the image in a way which implicates us in the meaning. And that is what is, in a sense, bothering us. We're not bothered because we are barraged by something which means nothing to us. We are bothered precisely by the fact that we are caught. We do have an investment in the meaning which is